Okay, so this is actually very short today. On Thursday, when we meet, that's actually gonna be a very long session because we're gonna go over Act 1. So I couldn't figure out a good way for you guys to read, so you guys are gonna have to be able to read on your own. And on Thursday, I'll be going over what you should have read, go over the questions, and then I'm gonna open up a quiz for you guys to finish afterwards. So if you go to our unit, our class, I have my notes here. If you go to our class, we are on Unit 4, and you click on Assignments and Discussion. You should see, actually before you do that, if you look at my screen, you should have this book. If you don't have this book, it looks like this. If you don't have this book, if you go into Unit 4 and go into this pink folder, you will see a PDF, and the PDF should be an entire book. So if you misplaced the book, this is a good place to read it. It'll be all here. It's the whole PDF. So for all the students that aren't here today and you look at the video afterwards, you'll see that there is a PDF to the book. Okay, so if you don't have the book, you can look at that after. We have discussions and assignments. If you haven't done it yet, and I'm going to finish grading those today, we have several assignments. Discussion 2, the Selma's Trial. Discussion 3, Joseph McCarthy and McCarthyism. We did in-class discussions, which is Sinners in the Hands of Angry God, and in-class discussion, Crucible characters. We took notes on those. If you go back to our last meeting before spring break, there is a video out there where I went over a PowerPoint of the main characters of the Crucible, and that was to prepare you for the book. So on Thursday, we're going to look at Act 1 by ourselves, because I couldn't figure out a way for us reading as a team, just because it might take too long and I might bore you guys. So you're gonna read it on your own, and what you need to do is if you look at the very bottom, there is an assignment. This is a Word doc that says Act 1 Guiding Questions. So, Act 1 Guiding Questions. There are 20 questions here. What you need to do is, as you read Act 1, as you finish this, and you can help each other, or you can message each other and let each other know. As you read it, try to answer all 20 of these questions. And what's going to happen is on Thursday, I'll quickly go over the questions, and then I'm going to choose about 10 of these questions, and I'll have like a quiz on it already. So what you need to do is read Act 1 by yourself, and as you're going through Act 1, I would suggest try your best, answer these questions, and then afterwards,
the questions
they go in order of what happens in the play. So as you go through it, try to answer it your best. And then if you upload your answers to me, you send it to me, I'll give you extra credit for doing it. But I'll go over the questions, kind of explain what happened in Act. So that's why Thursday's session is gonna be a lot longer, because I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna go through each question and be like, all right, this is what happened, and just to double check. And at the end of it, I'm gonna open a quiz, and you're allowed to to take the quiz, and the quiz is gonna be based off of these questions. So not all the questions, but I'm gonna select maybe 10 to 12 questions that you could answer. And also there's gonna be questions based off of the characters, who the characters are, basically main characters. If you're not sure who the characters are, go back to the video from last Thursday, not the one from before we went on break. So questions that you'll see here is, how does Paris try to convince his audience that witchcraft is not the cause of Betty's condition? How does he use different appeals? Examine how Abigail's claims change throughout his acts. So you have to pay attention to the characters a little bit, see what they do. It's kind of tough, but if you kind of just pay attention to it, you'll be able to answer it. It's all about how characters act. You see like characters come in, like question 16. What is Reverend Hale's character? What is his attitude towards witchcraft? Like, these are things you could find out as you read. It is, let's see, Act 1. If you have the book, do you guys have the book?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is from so it starts on page 3, but if there's like this whole section where it kind of explains who the characters are. If you want to get started straight into the book, into the play, it actually starts on page 8. So if you guys know how plays are, you guys have the book on you right now?
Yeah. Let me get
All right. Yeah, get it real fast, and I'll kind of just like give you a walkthrough. We're not gonna read through like the whole act, but I'll just explain a walkthrough.
Stop watching that.
I'm gonna take this. I'm gonna take
All right, you guys good?
Yeah.
Yeah, Angel?
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay, so if you go to page 3, you'll see it says Act 1 and Overture. So, everything that's in italic is like the slanted words, is to give description of what's happening in the play, but it's not actually what things are read in the play. It just kind of gives you an understanding of the characters, give you an understanding of action and setting. But what the author likes to do is give like long descriptions of people, just to give you understanding. So I'll read this beginning. Act 1, Overture. A small upper bedroom in the house of Reverend Samuel Paris, Salem, Massachusetts, in the spring of the year 1692. There is a narrow window on the left. Through its leaded panes and morning sunlight streams, a candle still burns near the bed, which is at night. A chest, a chair, and a small table are the other furnishings. At the back, a door opens on the landing of the stairway to the ground floor. The room gives off an air of clean spareness. The room rafters are exposed and the wood colors are raw and unmellowed. As the curtain rises, Reverend Paris is discovered kneeling beside the bed, evidently in prayer. His daughter Betty Paris, again age 10, is lying on the bed inert. Inert means she's not moving. So this is how the play starts. The curtain is open. Imagine in your mind, the curtain's open and you see someone's bedroom, and this whole act is going to be in the bedroom. And Reverend Paris, one of our main characters, he is laying next to, kneeling next to his daughter, who is not moving. She's in some sort of a coma. If you remember reading the Salem Witch Trials discussion posts, you see that Betty Paris was a real character. She's the one that was sick. We don't know what's happening to her. All right, the rest of that page is just describing the situation in the town, but for the purpose of you guys don't really need to know it, so skip all the way to page 8. Okay, so all that other stuff it's extra, it's cool, but you don't need it for the purpose of understanding the story. So we go back to the words, the italics. Reverend Paris is praying now, and though we cannot hear his words, a sense of his confusion hangs about him. He mumbles, then seems about to weep, and then he weeps, then he prays again, but his daughter does not stir on the bed. The door opens, and his Negro slave enters. Tituba is in her 40s. Paris brought her with him from Barbados, where he spent most of his years as a merchant before entering the ministry. She enters as one does, so who can no longer bear to be barred from the sight of her beloved. And she's also very frightened because her slave sense has warned her that, as always, trouble is in this house eventually lands on her back. So Tituba comes in, she's the slave that they have, and she's nervous because she feels like she's gonna get in trouble. Okay, so the rest of this is the play, and you're gonna start on page 8, and you go all the way. Let's see where this ends. Ooh, it keeps going all the way to page 48. That sounds like a lot, but it's a play, so it goes really fast. I promise you, it goes really fast. I wish we were in class or school, just because this is a fun part. We have like groups, and you get to read the play together, and we act it out. But I guess we can't do that right now. So as you're reading it, if you go to like big, large sections, they have like descriptions of the characters. So feel free to read them or skip those, but they give you more understanding of the story. All right, let's just do a recap. Angel, what do we need to do by Thursday?
I'm sorry, what happened? You're breaking up.
Oh, so can you just so I could just do a recap before we head out? What's our assignment? What do we need to do?
We need to read the Act 1 and do the 20 questions.
Cool. All right. So exactly, read Act 1, which is pages 8 through 47.
48. 48.
48. Yeah, sorry.
48. Yeah. 48.
Yeah. There's 20 questions. We're on Thursday. We'll go over the questions, and then we'll have a quiz that I'm going to open on Schoology, and you have a day to finish it. And obviously, the quiz, you could use the questions that you finish ahead of time, and if you take notes during our lecture on Thursday, it'll be helpful. But the point is to understand Act 1 by Thursday, so that you're able to do the quiz, which is going to be open for a few hours for you to get done. Yeah, so that's it for today. We can't really do much until you guys read the section, and on Thursday we'll go over it. Any questions?
Oh, that's good.
No? Okay, so you have today, Monday, Tuesday, you have 3.5 days to look over Act 1, and then we'll go over it together on Thursday. But until then, hope you guys have a great week. It's nice seeing everyone, and if you have any questions, let me know.
Okay.
All right.
Thank
See you guys. Bye.